Waves and waves.
Zelda, Zelda released around the same time as Super Mario. The Legend of Zelda is kind of one of the things that made Nintendo. When you say Nintendo, you say things like Kirby, Zelda, Mario, Yoshi, Mario Kart. And a list of names of games that were amazing during that time goes on and on. But I think my issue is it's not that they're not celebrating the Legend of Zelda. It's how they are celebrating the Legend of Zelda. Hear me out. The very first thing is to celebrate to celebrate 35 years of Nintendo and Zelda, they release The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Wind Waker. Like, does anybody even talk about Wind Waker? Oh, Wind Waker was so amazing. I'm not saying, boom. I am so sorry. Not Wind Waker. Wind Waker was on GameCube. Thank you, TBG, for the correction. Skyward Sword. See, that's even I forgot the name of that particular Legend of Zelda, Skyward Sword, and I'm mistaking it for another one. Like, that's the Zelda game that everyone forgotten about. And they remade that one. The things that the people are wanting is a remake of the original Zelda. A full remaster, not just, hey, we're going to smooth out the polygons and stuff. A full remaster and a redo, almost to the point like Final Fantasy remake of Zelda Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Almost to the point where you smash those two games together and make a new Zelda game with both of them kind of combined. Who wouldn't love that? We love Zelda. We love Zelda a lot. And then Nintendo likes to keep their prices high. They like to nickel and dime us, right? No, all video game companies love to nickel and dime us. But they're nickel and diming us on the wrong things. Like, they have a Game & Watch for...
I got drip for sale.
Oh.
I got drip for sale. I got drip for sale. I got drip for sale.
Yo, thanks for that follow. I appreciate it. I have a Game & Watch. I don't know if you can see it on my shelf or not because I'm not looking at my monitor screen. But I have a Game & Watch for Super Mario Brothers, the 35th anniversary. I bought that Game & Watch thing. The thing that makes the most sense right now is having a Zelda Game & Watch. 30th anniversary. They did the augmented reality Mario Kart Live. It only but makes sense to have a Zelda in one of the little Mario Karts. Give me a reason to continue to invest in you.
Thank you for becoming a member.
Armand, aka Bruce Wayne, yo, thanks for the follow. Like, I want that. I want more of it. But they keep on shortchanging us, and I don't know why Nintendo does that. Why does? And they constantly tease us with all their properties and say, hey, we're gonna do it. We're gonna give you a bunch of amiibo that you didn't ask for. We're going to give you a whole bunch of this, and of course I'm going to buy it up. But they don't give us what we actually are, like, asking for. And I'm like, why? Why do you do that to us, Nintendo? But is it because we're so high-strung on nostalgia that we are asking for things that are impossible to get? Possible that, is that the reason? Oh no. The way we enjoy games has changed so much. And are they paying attention to that? I'm not sure. I'm not too sure. But I guess my question is, and let me read that I came up with. My short-term memory from writing last night, I was sleepy. I was writing this stuff up. But my question to you guys is, how do we solve that? Is there a way for us to help Nintendo to create better things for us. Like for example, games were super hard back in the day, right? It's because there were no strategy guides. There was no internet. You had hand-drawn maps for The Legend of Zelda, and you traded secrets with each other at the lunch table. We don't have that as much anymore. Someone creates a guide online and gives away all the secrets. Is there a way to stop information to be exchanged by going to Nintendo, going to a site like GameFAQs or, Cheat CC and saying, hey, you can't have strategy guides, no differently, you can't have emulators, and now it forces the community to stick with each other and play these games together and more frequently? And so they're not beating it in a day because they're reading the strategy guide just so they can say, hey, I beat the game? Are they making the games too easy? Even though you have the strategy guides, you're not dying over and over and over again. Or are we just that much better than what we used to be? I don't know. Or lastly, are our expectations just way too high? Maybe our expectations are like way too high. I'm not sure. But I think Nintendo can do better. I say this because I'm all the way off the PlayStation bandwagon. I'm all the way off the Xbox bandwagon. Of course I'm going to buy them, but I'm not really looking forward to any of their games. They don't have any games that I'm just like, I got to have it. They just don't. But Nintendo does. They have the best first party games in the game. No pun intended. They just do. They have the best first party games. It is what it is. So, and I'm always high off Nintendo. But now I'm only high off of Nintendo and Steam. But anyways, what are your guys' thoughts? How do you feel about them treating Zelda for this 35th anniversary Nintendo celebration? Do you feel that Nintendo needs to give Zelda more love? Do they need to have something for Metroid? Do they need to have something for Donkey Kong? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Yo, thanks for watching my video. I really appreciate that. Make sure you check me on Twitch, MD Soul, MD Soul, right there on Twitch. And also make sure you follow me on my social media platforms. I'll see you next time. Peace.